mine. I define myself as ambitious.
All right, Coach, from one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up with the Green Bay Packers. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They'll go with their leading rusher from a season ago. This is Aaron Jones. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 7, Rodgers. What can't Aaron Rodgers do? The legwork there getting him the first.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that
play. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. And early on, they're picking up right where they left off last week.
And I know a lot of coaches say each game is its own. You don't really have carryover. This feels like carryover. So much confidence from the previous game that they're using to their advantage now.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That's good for 28 yards. Now Jones. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up. 1 back in the game. That's Jones, 2nd and goal. Rodgers going to throw. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
Here we go, D. Get off the field.
Rodgers now on 3rd and goal. Now he'll escape to his left. And that is caught. But he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge, incomplete. The Kansas City defense tough to throw on there. And now it's 4th down. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
Here's the second year back from Southern Miss, Ito Smith. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. They'll set up to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Adrian Amos, the safety, able to make the play.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Here's Irvin to return. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Rodgers now to throw. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer 1st down. Rodgers now on 1st down. It's caught here by Adams. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
You got 3 down. Hey, watch the slant. Mike, 53.
To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. And that's complete to Adams. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the 1st down as well.
Go. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Frank Clark able to record his 5th sack of the season. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Throwing is Rodgers. He'll get this one into the hands of Lewis. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 13 yards, 1st down Packers.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
They'll run on first down. It's Jones. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Get 300. Get 300.
On second and 12, Rodgers. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I know ultimately that feels like a good defensive play, but I know it's really not. They had a chance to keep points off the board. Now they have a chance to kick a field goal by missing that shot.
Yeah, especially at this spot in the field. He's got to be upset he couldn't come up with that INT. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
Let's go.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. On the counter, it's Smith. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving. The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. On second down, here's Smith. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Now a play fake here on first down. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 41-yard line.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Now they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 21. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defense.
Williams. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. call it a pickup of 7, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that is caught by Watkins for a Chief touchdown. Sammy Watkins, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. The extra point splits the uprights, and that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the 1st half. Sacks, a growing theme in this 1st half. This is 2nd and long. To throw is Rodgers. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and 13.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. On play action, Rodgers. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Tyreek Hill back deep for Kansas City. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And this will be taken at the 13. So we're at halftime with our score 7-6 in a tough-fought 1st half. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Ready for the start of the 3rd quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the 1st half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the 1st half.
We'll see if they do just that. Here's the 2nd and 7. That's complete to Smith. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That goes for a Chiefs 1st down, 14 yards. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make someone miss in the open field.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Let's go, defense. Here we go. 50's the mic. 50's the mic. Let's go.
2nd and 10. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the 1st half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. And going deep for Hill. This is caught at the 20. They're all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Well, they went play action there and set it up nicely for him. I mean, he can flat fly, and they hit him downfield.
And it doesn't take much to create that extra bit of space that a guy of his speed needs. If you go play action, all you want is just a moment where the guys covering take their attention somewhere else, and then he's by him. And once he's by him, there's no catching him. As they always like to say, if a receiver's even to a defensive back, that means he's leaving.
Unless that DB is Charles Davis, right?
In that case, he left me a long time ago.
Come on now.
Trust me.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 43. Now Jones. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it.
There he goes left side. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Davante Adams, his 11th touchdown of the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that will tie things up at 13. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Whip. Watch the whip. Ready, go.
They go play action here on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack. Chalk that up as their 1st sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there and handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. This is caught by Williams. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the 2nd down pass play only went for 2.
26. 53 is the mark.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. And he fires one that's intercepted. Trevor Williams with a pick. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
They'll start on the ground. It's Ito Smith. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe it'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. So they get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2. They'll look to throw here. Buying time to his left. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
He'll run it. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down. He'd had some success as a runner previously on this drive, just not as much space there that time.
Yeah, this time when he pulled it down, they were ready for him, so I think he's going to have to fling a few in order to open up that running lane again.
Here a throw taken in by Watkins. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And into the end zone, it's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
It shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Looking to throw, eluding the pressure right. He is going to find Hill here. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points. Said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. And what are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City 1st down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Going deep here for Watkins. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. Watkins, the intended receiver. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. An ideal spot here to get a 1st down and try to run some more clock, and this is 2nd and less than a yard. They'll go again to Jones. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold. Rodgers now 5 straight completions here in this second half. First and 10. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Rodgers now on first down. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Trevor Williams with a pick. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
They'll set up to throw. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
He's back to throw. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down. They'll look to throw. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's first and 10. Back to throw. Dancing to his left. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with second and a yard. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. He'll look to throw. This is caught. Watkins. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the first and goal. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. From the 2 now, second and goal. Back to throw. They'll roll him out, and it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
A very important extra point there, up and good, and we are tied here in the fourth quarter. Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hey, wahoo!
Now Rodgers. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big, big way.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. They'll run it again with Smith. And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They've just likely won this thing in regulation.
And that score in this time frame, that's like a big reveal at the end of a great movie, isn't it? Out of nowhere, almost, it appears. They get it done. How about that score?
The finishes like this is why we love sports. This is why we love the game of football.
So glad that we got to be here to watch this one.
Let's go, boys, bring it up!
At their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bradley Chubb doing what he does best, getting that sack. Well, Charles, this one's going to be hard to digest. You take the lead into the 4th quarter, lose that lead. Maybe they felt like they let this one slip away a little bit.
They will definitely feel like that, because when you have a lead in the 4th quarter, all you talk about doing is finishing and closing a game out. But when you flip it over, how about that? Making the comeback and then finishing the game, sealing it on defense, they will feel jubilant in their locker room.
So for Kansas City, they'll finish the first half of the schedule dead even at 4-4. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Packers, the loss will drop them to 6-2 now on the year. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.